Mr. Skylander and
Skylander from Skylanders family
and the Sheep News Network. Video number 2, and recap what we are kind of talking about. We did the first video. I guess it would be our third video. Watch the winner announcement video. It's actually video number 2. But in the first video, we said, hey, go get. We explained the two differences. We have Star Strike and Hoot Loop, swappable swap force characters. This one's swappable, and we said run down to your Walmart or eBay if you had to, but you know Walmart sells them. You got enchanted versions,
which are just the black and white variants. So
and you're like, oh well, this one has more colors. Like I said, no, these are cooler. And and this is what we're going to talk about in this video: in-game variants. But the reason we ask you take your enchanted versions, either one, take them out in the sun and see what happens. If you haven't yet,
go do it right now.
Pause
Take a second.
We'll wait.
Go do it.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you already have, you know what's happening, or if you don't care, spoiler alert. Star Strike, for example.
On her hood.
Yeah, they actually change color in the sun.
And then
they go from white to like wings. Yeah, the wings do it.
Sort of a dark blue, purplish.
Yeah, but they change. Yeah, very quickly. You put them in the sun. It's I don't say instant, but it's very quickly. And then you put them in the shade and watch them change back again. And then once you see where they change, you'll notice them. While you're playing the game, you walk around with them, and you're in Woodboro, or you're doing your missions, or you know wherever whatever adventure you're on with your Skylanders, and they seem to randomly change. You'll notice the wings changing on Hoot Loop and her cloak or whatever on
the reason we're talking about these guys is because they are variants. Obviously, these are the original characters that came out, and then they came out again with different colors, different characters, and these ones are titled Enchanted. Yeah,
and these are in-game variants, but from the very beginning of the show, from of the game, from Spyro's Adventure came out, there were variants. And there are some that are just variant figures, and this is what I have over here. We're going to kind of give you an overview of them. We'll start from back here. One of the first things they did right off is some of the glow-in-the-dark figures, and there are some from Spyro's, and they're hard to get. If you see one, grab them. We are missing a few of them, but these are the Giants ones. This is Cinder, glow-in-the-dark figure, and this is the standard figure. And these ones do the character, the figure itself, the one you know in-hand version glows in the dark and looks differently. The one when you put it in game, they play like this. Same for Sonic Boom, and this was an in-game in-package variant when you bought a starter pack. I believe only at Walmart. I think this one was a Walmart exclusive. You bought loose. And this is Sonic Boom, glow in the dark, standard Sonic Boom. They all play in-game the same, except when you put them on there, they'll say special. They have a little special notation on there. And here is Fright Rider, standard Fright Rider. This from Giants, glow-in-the-dark one. This one was only sold in the UK. A little harder to get in the US, but again, it says special. Now, if you're really lucky or really lucky on adamant or just dead set to get it, this was the they call it the Halloween Fright Rider. Something Free-to-Lay did. You had to, I can't remember, this one was the code, and you get online and do this. You know, it was kind of a pain if you got it. You know, it was.
You could probably find them on eBay for quite a bit of money, but
yeah,
so if you need them. Yeah,
this one I think actually says rare, but it still plays the same as this one. But you know, they all look like the standard character. Here's what was this one?
That was a
Sprocket.
Yeah.
This was Heavy Duty Sprocket.
Yeah.
This is the Swap Force version of her in her tank, and this one you had to go at least in the U.S. I haven't seen anywhere else yet. Best Buy, cool green military looking like tank.
Like gives a metal, like a silver on the rest of it.
Almost looks like the T2. T1000, you know, liquid metal version, but plays just like this one in game. Here's some of my favorite ones from Spyro's Adventure. You got Bash, the rock dragon dog thing, you know, everybody's favorite. And here's one, I believe it was Toys R Us when it came out. They did a contest. I think they showed red or green or something and said you vote for it. I think it was on their website to start off with, but they chose blue, and originally it was easy to find. Now it's kind of hard to find. It doesn't play any different in the game. And if it's a green-based Spyro's one, it doesn't say anything on the game about being special or rare or anything like that. They just play normal. And then that brought in some of the ones they had like gold and silver versions that were very easy to fake, that people were painting them. And because the chips were the same, they didn't show anything. So this is a Blue Bash. Very cool. We like the red version. Here is Spyro's Adventure. This is Drill Sergeant. And then this is the Walmart version, which at the time was very easy to find. And then now people are searching for them. Same as Bash, just a red version. Here's Spyro's Adventure Gil Grunt, standard version. And green, I think you had to get a PlayStation starter pack, and they were inserted in those randomly. But these are all the Spyro's Adventures ones they did, and they play the same as their counterparts. Here's one they did in Swap Force. This is Twin Blade Chop Chop. And they also have, who are the other two figures? They did
Scorp.
They did Scorp, thank you, Mrs. Skylander, and they did something else which escapes me right now. I'm sure you guys will comment on the video. And these ones actually show up, they say rare, but they play just like the standard version in-game. These things are pretty cool. We lucked out and found this one. These are going for big bucks on on a secondhand market. You can find those.
Like he said too, on the Spyros, which are the green base, there's no way to tell whether they were actually released, because some people have been finding ways to make fake versions of these. But on Giants and later, Swap Force, Trap Team, assumedly, they will say either rare or special?
Rare or special, depending on how hard this one will say special. And people have been making molds of some of these ones, but if they're loose, that's a giveaway. But if you put them on the game and they don't say rare, they don't say special, that's a giveaway. This is one you had to get when they did it. This is a Washbuckler. He was one of the starter figure packs for Swap Force, and they have the standard version, which is blue like this, and then this one comes up and says, I think it's special, kind of a green metallic gold color, but it plays in-game just like standard version. This one I think you had to get the Wii U starter pack, and you can find them secondhand, if you really have to have them. Here's a weird, this was Eyebrow from Giants starter pack. He has the light-up head like all the Giants do. And then they did the special Halloween edition. Kind of got that pumpkin head look to him. And some people were disappointed because you put him on there and he played like standard. And we'll show you at the end, you can actually look at the back of the box and it tells you how it's going to play in-game. And all the figures do that. So this one's fairly easy to get. I think the figure looks cool. Real gloss black, and it lights up orange, and it's kind of the Halloween version. And this was one of the rare ones. They did a couple of the smaller figures in purple. And I think it says rare on this guy, but it plays the same in-game. Same thing, and then if you got the box, it says on the back. Same thing with Hothead here. Giant Hothead, lights up red, and standard version. And then here's the glitter version. They also did Sprocket, and I think it was Whirlwind, the glitter versions. We were able to find this one. And this one's a little different because it lights up, and it's actually a blue light. It's pretty cool. The figure is cool, but it plays the same in the game. So, unless it's the actual figure you need, you don't have to spend, a ton of money trying to find them. If you want them, they're cool. So these are some of the non-in-game variants. So if you find them, if you like the figure, grab them. Trying to complete your collection. It's cool, but they don't play in-game. Now, over here we have the big stack. These are...
There's a lot more of these, and I'll be going through these with you. These are the ones that, unlike the ones Mr. Skylander showed you, these ones actually play in the game the way that their toy looks. So I'll go through with you just a few of these standard ones. Right, Eruptor, and it's Lava Barf Eruptor, the blue base, Swap Force. And then this is Volcanic Lava Barf Eruptor, so he's sort of got like a hardened magma sort of look to him. He's black all around, and I really think he's neat. So with these, all of these are going to be like this. He plays like this in the game, so he's going to look black and charred in the game.
Everyone on this side is going to play just like they look in the game.
Okay, so this is Double Trouble, and then this is called Royal Double Trouble. So he's got a purple look, red detailing and stuff like that. He's sort of got like a more magical look. This is Flashwing, as you guys hopefully know. My favorite character, just to let you know that. And this is Jade Flashwing. She's got sort of jade, and where this has purple crystals, she has sort of jade green crystals and a little gold detailing. And hopefully another in-game variant that's coming out pretty soon will be Jade Firecracken, so he'll have sort of the same colors on him as her, hopefully. Well, he will. Okay, so back here, these are a few of their other regular ones. This is Trigger Happy, who has the springtime Trigger Happy, who's sort of an Easter theme to him. This is Countdown and Kickoff Countdown, who has sort of a soccer theme. He has a soccer ball for a head instead of a bomb. And this is Bumble Blast, who has the Jolly Bumble Blast, who's sort of a Christmassy winter theme to him. Now, the thing about these three that are really cool is that they come with hats that you can only unlock by having these characters. So Springtime Trigger Happy will come with sort of an egg and bunny ears coming out. Kickoff Countdown will have a soccer hat type deal, and then Jolly Bubble Blast will have a Santa hat. So if you want those, once you get them, you can put them on any character, but they only unlock once you put these characters on them. So these are the giant variants. So this is Ninjini and Scarlet Ninjini, who has sort of a turquoise color and red on her instead of this one. Tree Rex and Gnarly Tree Rex. So he's got a dark brown on him with blue and sort of more green colors on him, more green lime-ish. And then Crusher and Granite Crusher. He's sort of a darker color with blue detailing instead of green on this guy. So these ones, remember, once again, I'll play in-game like this. So these are the sort of the giant in-game variants. Now I want to go through kind of a big list with you. These are the legendaries. And legendaries, they all come from Toys R Us exclusive. They're Toys R Us exclusives. They have black and white colorings on them. So I'll just go through and tell you each one that has it. So Zulu has one, Chop Chop, Stealth Elf, Chill, Slam Bam, Igniter, Jetvac, Grim Creeper, Bash, Trigger Happy, Night Shift, Bouncer, and Spyro. Spyro, who began all of this. Now, Spyro has a few more variants that I want to go through that are in-game. He also has a Dark. Now, this Dark came from, it's a Spyro, Seed Green base, came from as a 3D exclusive. 3DS exclusive. And the other Darks came from our GameStop pre-order exclusive when you got the
they did a starter pack of the Dark Edition, and it came with them. So the characters that you could get like that are Slobbertooth, and these are black and silver, if you can tell. Blast Zone, Spyro, and the Mega Ram Spyro, Mega Ram Horn Spyro is how you got that, and then Washbuckler had the Dark. Now all the Darks play in-game as the Dark version, and their powers are slightly increased.
And remember, Washbuckler also had the non-in-game variant. That was his other guy. And then the last guy that I want to... Oh, no. Sorry, my bad. Are these guys. These are Target exclusives. They're called Nitro. So these were only these two so far. And this is Magna Charge and Freeze Blade. They're the swappable characters. And they are Nitro, Magna Charge, and Nitro Freeze Blade. They have a sort of yellow gold coloring on them with white checker on them. I kind of think they're like racetrack type variants, and these were Target exclusives. And then the last guy is Rattleshake. He's another swappable, and his in-game variant is Quick Draw. So he's sort of, I believe he glows. Does he glow in the dark?
The figure actually glows in the dark. A little different. It's molded in, which is kind of unique. All the other glow in the darks were painted on. This one's actually molded in, and he's swappable. And
so he's got blue detailing.
Yeah, the coloring's different, and it kind of has a glow effect in the game. And this was similar to the Fright Rider. This was a free-to-lay giveaway. Same way you got the...
it's the most recent one.
Yeah, same way you got the sidekicks, which Skylanders Jr. talked about in his video. But real hard to get, but it is an actual in-game variant. And something I wanted to point out...
These aren't variants, but there's something we want to talk about with...
Yeah, you can kind of create your own in-game variant with the character staying the same. And some of you may like it, some of you will go, oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Rattleshake, Rubble Rouser, and Doomstone. These are all figures from Swap Force Blue Base. And you see like Rattleshake has the orange skin. I like the glow version of this one, but some people like the orange one better. Rubble Rouser is cool. Stone colors, metal. And Doomstone is one of our favorite figures. Dunebug. Doomstone, awesome. Dunebug here.
He has like an oil slick sort of coloring. He like a beetle would.
Yeah, and it's a kind of a color change, purple, green, blue, metallic, very cool figure. And he looks like this in game. Now, what happens is these are the characters we've discovered. Not sure if anywhere else do it.
If you find any comment, and we'll check them out.
Yeah, and for example, Dunebug here. He has an upgrade available when you earn enough money, and it gives him extra armor, which makes him more likely to survive attacks and everything. But it makes him a gold color, and
completely all around he's gold,
which looks cool. But then he no longer looks like the character.
And so there's no toy that has him all gold. So your toy is going to look like this, but your character will play gold in the game.
Rubble Rouser, one of his upgrades, he gets more armor again, and it gives it kind of an onyx black color. Turns him nearly, it's a kind of a shiny black. It's kind of cool when it happens, but again, it doesn't look like the figure anymore.
And then Rattleshake, which we'll bring it back around, has an upgrade that's sort of a snake skin armor, and you can shut it off for a brief second, and he'll look like this again, but as you're walking around, he's sort of a dark purple.
Which looks cool, and the idea is, like a snake will shed his skin. As he takes damage, the skin will peel off, and then keeps him alive, and then it regrows again. But when he's just walking around, he has that purple look, and if you really like this orange and yellow look, he doesn't look like it. This guy does do the same thing, which I really like the glow. So if you put the purple on him, you lose the glow effect. Now, you can, if you absolutely hate the purple color, the black, and the gold, you can delete them. You can, or if you know ahead of time.
You can reset them, which would kind of get rid of, or you can just choose not to get that upgrade and make sure you avoid it.
Yeah, or you can start over. What we actually did was, we had to go out and buy a second figure. So we're going to have one that's the copper color and one that's gold.
So maybe, potentially, they'll come out with ones that are like that. Maybe they won't. But either way, right now, as it stands, if you upgrade them completely, your character in-game will not look like these guys.
Now, these are the ones we found that we're aware of now. If you found any more that do that, let us know. We searched around, not sure, you know, I know, like, Night Shift, his gloves become golden gloves, you know, little things like that.
So there's always little things in the game that sort of change the character a little bit. These ones were just pretty dramatic. And then there are also something just to sort of point out, as you get more characters that have already been established, that have already had toys, their new figures sort of look like the upgrades that you get in the game.
Yeah, like hers. Like her, one of her upgrades is a golden tank in game, so they do this.
Like Trigger Happy, he didn't have this before, but now he has the upgrade, so now he can have this. Now that's the toy. So things like that, just to watch out for.
An option, and we'll cover on another video. If you like the way Doombug looks gold, you can customize them.
Yeah.
But there's some things to watch for, and we'll cover that on another video. We'll go over some of the customs that you know. I've only done a couple customs, and some people customize them like crazy. Now, also, we're going to wrap this up real fast, and we want to thank some people. We got Skylanders character list, or SCL, on Facebook. Awesome webpage. If you have any questions, everything we've covered here, they've covered in depth on, and they have lists and you know, stuff you're looking for. Awesome webpage, one of our favorites. Also got Skylanders Addicts and Collectibles. Thanks everybody for sharing with us. There's a few other ones: Young Portal Master, Skylander Freaks, Skylanders Army Family. Sorry, bumbled that one. YouTube. There's EvanTube. Check him out. He does a lot of games.
Really fun. And I'll be leaving the links to those in there, and if you could go leave them a like and support them just like you're supporting us, we'd really appreciate it, and I'm sure they would too.
Yeah, and if you know of any other Facebook pages, websites, YouTube channels that we haven't covered, share them with us. Let them know we're looking for them, because we are trying to
We're always on the lookout
Skylanders
for
family.
others.
Yeah, we're trying to extend the Skylander family out. If you know anybody, and like I said, we announced the other winners for the 200 likes video. I think we're at 277. We checked. We're going to do a lot more giveaways. I've assembled more stuff, full of all kinds of giveaways, and just random fun. So, if you know, do we mention questions? Yeah, we want questions. If you have questions,
things we want you to comment are questions, and if we get enough questions, we might do a question and answer video. You can ask questions about our favorites, things you want to know that you don't know, that you can't figure out, anything like that, and we'll try to answer them for you. In
fact, if you can zoom in here, we almost missed this one.
Oh yeah.
Here's the glow-in-the-dark version. This is actually one of the prizes we can get. But if you look on the back, right there, can you get that? That's how she's going to play in game. So something.
Also on the front, if you look at the whole package, on the front here and on her card, she's colored the same as the regular one. So that's how she's going to play. But if you look over here with Legendary, which like the Legendaries I mentioned before, his card, his packaging, and the little picture on the back, he's a Legendary. So you can see that that's how he's going to play in the game. So make sure, before you buy, if you want to make sure it's in the game, look at those pictures on there.
And here's the last one. This is the recent one, Springtime Trigger Happy. This is one of our giveaway ones. In package. Now, it doesn't mention on here anywhere, again, the hat. So we hopefully, you know, it's a little bonus you guys find and can do that one. Just like the Enchanteds don't mention the color change. They show the white and black coloring of the figure, so you know it's in game. But you know, little surprises. So if you guys have any other surprises, let us know, and we'll share them, and we'll throw your name out on there. And thank you much. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Send your questions, comments, and likes to us. And
thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.